they got where they didn't want to pay their taxes. They were reporting the money. It was all underground. I don't know, somebody read the book and made everybody go underground. And it's like, man, I'm 56 now, and them people still underground after 50 years, and that's what it's all about. This time when we're trying to come back, we got to come back and bring Black Wall Street from up under the ground to above ground. And when you bring it above ground, that means you're reporting what you make, you paying your taxes, you know, you're doing everything by rights, and you got rules and regulations. Like once you get in Mustard Seed Society, it'll be people that have a first scale in there. It's like if a photography, you know, it's getting $100 an hour. Well, what is the makeup artist worth an hour? So we have to have a scale where if the photographer getting $100 an hour, then the makeup artist, then we have a first scale and everybody know, and then we'll be able to move wealth around and everybody have a scale on what's going on. Now I came up with the idea of Mustard Seed Investment Group because number one, I know if I go to a man and say, look man, we got something going on, let me have $1,000 and we go in and put our $1,000, he's not gonna trust me. We have to, one thing about us is being a black folks, I want to talk on the word of trust. We have to train ourselves how to trust each other. That's why Mustard Seed is just a $5 investment, and as we start building up trust and start investing, then we have the trust to do bigger and better things together because we can trust each other. I'm gonna tell you, a thief, you can't trust him with $5. If he gonna steal, you might well start with $5, and I guarantee you gonna know the ones who's a thief and just have to get rid of them at an early age and build up trust. And trust is something that takes time to earn it. And that's what we do in Mustard Seed. We're starting out small and we're learning how to trust, and we've trained. Just like me sitting here videoing and Randy recording me here. Now, I ain't never done this before, but the more I do it, the more I get comfortable. I'm trying to go all dressed up. I'm trying to learn how to relay this message, the recipes that we're gonna be telling y'all. And it's like, you know, I got a lot of recipes. It's gonna take a lot of different recipes. Just a recipe to make one chocolate cake, but we might need a recipe to make apple pie because we got this man got so many apple farms down there. We gotta get rid of them apples, so we gotta find somebody who can make a good apple pie. You're gonna be able to produce your product. You're gonna be able to bring the product to the market because the people that's in the market, it ain't just sellers, they buyers. And they know, they understand that they investing into you. They understand by them buying your product, that you're gonna be 10% for the people, and they're gonna make everybody's shares go up. Like for instance, you know, somebody might call me right now and say, man, I need a win shot, $1,000. Then, well, I'm gonna call somebody like Randy because he's in Mustard Seed. Well, I already know when Randy goes do the wedding and get the $1,000, well, Randy gonna lead $100 for all the people in Mustard Seed, because that way, once the market grow and once we prove to the market that we can make money, that we can record this money got to be accountable for. Right now, our market ain't proved. We might not prove that we can make no money, but as when Randy came back, Mustard Seed just made $100. And the people that's in Mustard Seed, they could have been at home sleep while Randy was out there taking them gorgeous pictures while they was asleep. Their shares went up, they made money while they sleep. I call that sleeping money. The best way to make some money is while you sleep. When I read the Bible and stuff, the one thing I was reading in there, and the Bible says how to get to heaven. You gotta love your neighbor better than you love yourself. Man, that just puzzled me. How in the world I'm gonna love this man better than I love myself? I got to thinking. If Randy was out there taking all the pictures, making all this money, and I'm making all this money, because Randy making all this money that I can pay for his house, pay for everything, I guarantee you I'm gonna love Randy better than I love myself. You out there working for me. Somebody go out there and make you money. Let this stock market start making you money, and you making money, you see your shares going up, and soon as you come up with your idea, you're gonna be able to bring it to the market. Man, I'm gonna just tell you, if you got shares in Walmart, you get ready to go buy some groceries every time you go to Walmart. When you got some shares in these black products, when you get ready to go to buy, you go in there and buy it. We don't have no way to invest in our black products. Let's see, we're gonna start some investment clubs. And even in the investment club, we're gonna take some recipe. We got a pocket full of recipes in Mustard Seed, okay? Now, the recipes work like this. We look for people. We got people coming to Mustard Seed meeting, 100 people in a row. All of a sudden, we ask 100 people who want to invest into real estate. We got 25 people want to invest in real estate. Well, then we got a plan. Okay, we got 25 people. What we need is 25 people to start putting in $100 a month into a savings account. So that means we got $2,500 that month. In 10 months, we done saved up $25,000. So all of a sudden you got a real estate investment group right there. We just created an investment group. That investment group right now got $2,500 that they paying in due. After 10 months, the bank will look at that if that club got $2,500 worth of income a month. Now by ourselves, ain't many people bringing home $2,500 worth of income. That's $2,500 worth of income. And $25,000 in the savings account. Right there, we can borrow $200,000 or $300,000. Okay? But we're gonna borrow the $200,000. Guess what? We're gonna borrow the $200,000. Then we're gonna build the house. But guess what? If somebody in Must-See already, the house is already sold. You know what I mean? So once we borrow that $200,000 to build a house, guess what? Right there is where the recipe come in. Let's trap that money. Let's think right there. We just borrowed the $200,000. Let's don't go call contractors and all that who gonna build a house. We got people right in here to prove that we can build this house. Now, so we got to spend the $200,000. If somebody in there said, well, I can paint the house for $1,500. Well, right there we trap $1,500. So that's in Must-See. It's just somebody in Must-See got their business to paint house. They just got a contract to make $1,500 to paint the house. But guess what? They're gonna need 10% in Must-See for the sheriffs, for the people sheriffs to grow, and for the people who invested in Must-See and who believe in Must-See. You know, I got a camera, never took a picture one day, but I kept seeing vision, and I just noticed that people was taking pictures, but it's like it was all pictures was telling a lie. So I said, well, when I get my camera, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and show black folks the way our culture is. This is the way we is. This is how we party. So I took my camera out there. When I go shoot a party, all I knew how to do is try to tell the truth. What I seen at the party, I didn't go pose people, nothing. I just captured what I seen. When I went to the church, I captured what I seen. So I went all around. I just found out black folks, we are cultural people that's having to come together and end up as being black. You got the church people, you got the party people, the car show people, the motorcycle blacks. But for us, I knew we was gonna have to bring all those cultures together. But I didn't know the cultures. I wanted to start taking pictures. Then all of a sudden, I'm shooting the motorcycle club, I'm shooting the churches. So I'm shooting all these different black cultures, and I'm letting my camera tell it the way it is. Well, I think I'm gonna take my camera to a different way. Different direction. Now I've been out here for 13 years. I decided, well, now I think I'm finna take my camera and I'm finna show it the way it should be. Yeah, I tell you, I did see Black Wall Street, but the part I seen of Black Wall Street was all underground, not paying your taxes, hiding from the police. We always making fear, you know. Soon the police come up to your house. You know, as a kid, I'm running around trying to hide all the beer and whiskey. So now, to show the way people, just the way Oklahoma City was now, is showing the way Oklahoma should be. And what we should be a great nation of people here in Oklahoma. And that's what we're trying to do right now. We still, even in Must-See, the first step we're gonna do, you know, it's 77 county in this town. We can rebuild a black town. We're gonna have to rebuild a black town where we can network from town to town. All I see, every time I see people go see a show in Oklahoma City, it's all about Oklahoma City people. We gotta look at the whole state and bring some of the talent here down from Idabel, Hugo, just all these different country towns. We gotta start showing love to our black towns and the country towns. We gotta unite. We gotta be able to come together. It's down there in Idabel's old Aces down there in Idabel. Down there in Idabel and Broken Bow, called Beavers Bend, where you can go rent cabin. It's like a beach for black folk. But nobody up here knows, so it's like we finna just have to bring a connection with all the black towns. So we're gonna have a chaplain in every black town. We're gonna rebuild these black towns. You know, right now we got a campaign. Oklahoma City is the biggest black town there is. And right now they out to attack it. They got like $400 million that they getting up. I goes down through there, go see my boy building. Next thing I know, he telling me that the Japanese have bought the whole block. So they blind up our biggest black town. So now we trying to start a campaign so we can protect our black town so we can get a piece of the pie. So y'all need to come to the Mustard Seed meeting and hear about this $400 million. You know, all the time I had my vision, I was like, man, don't have no meat to put on the hook to get people to come together. One thing I found that black folks do got in common, we all need some money. So it's $400 million on that table. And, you know, I talked to the guy who over the $400 million, and he told me, this is what it's gonna take to get this money. This, here, this. And you know, so I said, well, shoot, I appreciate that. And I got out of my chair and said, ain't no need we talking no more, because the next time he see me, guess what I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have this, and this. Because that's all I gotta have. Ain't no need me running down and talking to them. I know what we need. We need the people. You know, somebody told me, man, why don't you go, you know, talk to Russell Perry or talk to this person about your vision. You know, I'm like, you know, this movement is not a rich man movement. It's not a poor man movement. This is a people movement. You know what I mean? I mean, Russell Perry had a clothing store there on 23rd Street. Ain't the richest black man in town. So that proved to you can't do it by yourself. He got more money than black in town, and his clothing business still can stay in business. It's gonna take a people movement. It will take us to make the town work. We can't depend on Russell Perry, can't depend on Michael Hall. You got to join Mustard Seed. You got to put in. What we need is, they told us we need $500,000 down to get a $10 million loan. If we come up with $500,000, that's $5, what, 100,000 people getting $5. I don't know if we got 64,000 black. I don't forget how many blacks in Oklahoma, but I can tell you one thing. Like me, I done bought 100 shares. You know what I mean? Just because we said you can just buy one share, one person might want to come back own 10,000 shares of Mustard Seed. So you can buy as many shares as you in, but we at least want everybody to have a share into this market, because if you don't have a share in this market, I mean, you might as well just throw your money in the wind, because this market's for you. By you having your share in the market, this market gonna teach you about stocks, teach you about making money, teach you how to brand your product. We not finna sit up there, everybody talking about, you know, let's start a Yo Place, this black person. We're not starting a Yo Place, we're starting a market for black place. You can be able to bring your product to the market, and the market gonna have buyers there, and you're gonna be able to sell stuff in the as you spending money. So if we can sell these shares and certificates for all the blacks to have a share in the new market, and understand the market is our market, not my market, then we get that $10 million and we set it right there. Those 77 counties, those black towns, right there, we're gonna trap that $10 million. That's why we need all the talent of all the black folks. We really gotta find who our talented people is, who our bricklayers is, who our plumbers is. But it's no need me going out to get a plumber $200,000 contract, and he not gonna leave nothing for people in the market and the sheriff, and he gonna go take his money out there and go buy a big house in the neighborhood and buy a big Cadillac. Well, that ain't what this is all about. This is about trapping money, trapping money, trapping money. So if we get $10 million a month, we not in 15 days, that $10 million is not gonna be outside the market. You can come back 10 years. We teach how to trap money, that $10 million gonna still be there circulating among blacks. But we can bring $100 million in there. We don't have no traps on how to trap our money and clog up them drains. Then in 15 days, 23rd is still gonna be with a bunch of broke folks over there. When we got $10 million, that money should be circulated. And every time that money is circulated, the first time that $10 million circulates, that means, Mustard Seed shares got $1 million worth of cash in there for everybody's shares to go up. And then that $1 million gonna circle. Man, we definitely got to circle the money and trap. We gotta trap it before we can circle. You know what I mean? You can't circle nothing you ain't got control of, right? So we gotta trap it, control the money, then we make the money move.
So it sounds like when you talk about trapping, you mean trying to keeping the money in a circle.
That's
the
it.
way it keeps going around in a circle and then it don't go out.
Right.
It seems like that's what the other communities do.
Trap their money.
Yeah, say like the Asian.
Yeah.